Virgo, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Well, new week. We're in Taurus season right now, which, excuse me, is definitely a blessing. Taurus brings in earth energy, which is also your energy. It's really helping ground, stabilize a lot of the emotions, a lot of the feelings that we are going through right now. There's been a cluster of planets, specifically in Pisces, a little bit in Aries, and it's forcing us to look at relations, people, places, and things, what's working for us and what is not, and making adjustments accordingly, right? Making those adjustments and also seeing who is willing to work with that. Great indicators right now. People, relationships, like I said, are heavily in focus. And so we want to stay mindful. We want to stay aware. Boundaries are really important. Not to the point of our detriment, however, right? Like Mars is moving really, really slow. It's been having a lot of tense aspects to it. It's better to take your time, vet the things that you need to vet before you commit. But at the same time, we don't want like no options to make us stagnant, if that makes sense, right? It doesn't necessarily mean like don't do anything, because there are a lot of things that are happening beneath the surface. It's just hard to see that right now because of all the tension. There's a lot of fire element in the astrology, and it's making people a little wild, a little tense, lots of frustration, lots of anger. Fire energy can also be creativity and inspiration and empowerment to some capacity. And so we want to tap into those more positive aspects instead of letting all the anger, frustration, tension, drama, toxicity get us down. Easier said than done because it's right in front of our face. Or, you've gone through something that's been really difficult, traumatic even, and you're replaying that in your mind. That's kind of what we're trying to heal from and move on from. That's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles that we might be coming into. It's a great time to set your own intention as well, Virgo, especially if you've come into this with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, all that good stuff. Or if you're just looking for more of a realignment of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're feeling good, strong, aligned within self, we know ourselves. We know who we are. We know what we want. We know what is serving our highest and best. And therefore, we're more apt to manifest our abundance, right? Make choices that are actually leading to our happiness and fulfillment versus those dead ends or campaign promises, right? The instant gratifications that end up falling flat, want. So yeah, if you're interested in my services, I would love to help support in whatever way possible. All the info to get into contact with me, Virgo, is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna do this a little more over here because for some reason, I know it's been like not heavy, but there is just like a lot of heaviness in the astrology right now. I think just like exhaustion is what I've been picking up more because we have been working at things for so long, right? That Mars energy, Mars is tensely aspected to Pluto, as well as Black Moon Lilith. So it's easy for like people and situations to trick us right now. We definitely need to be mindful of that. So be aware. All right, let's get into it, Virgo. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being. so we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama love, Mama love. All right, Virgo. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely picking up a sense of heaviness from you this week, or just even walking into this week. Virgo had a very similar energy. Like, it's depletion, it's exhaustion, and it's not even like, oh, I'm just so tired, and it's just an energy drain. Right? You might have children or, you know, just be really active, really investing in something new, a new beginning, working with new people, or like finding a new way to feel more strong, stable, and supported in your life. And it looks like it is taking a lot of energy. We're getting double confirmation with the stork and the child. This definitely signifies new beginnings and things picking up. But again, it's a lot on your plate is what I'm seeing. You have a lot of responsibility. You have to keep things up and running, maybe even kind of like standing in this masculine energy. The masculine energy is fire to some, well, you know, there's all aspects of it, but I won't go down that rabbit hole. But masculinity is a lot about planning, preparing, scheduling, systems, order, etc. Like just keeping things up and running so it stays up and running, right? You can't necessarily let pieces fall through the cracks right now. But honestly, what I see, Virgo, what I do love with this home card is like, as you're working on this stability, you're gaining this stability at the same time. So silver lining is the work that you are doing right now is paying off, even if you're not seeing it in present moment. That goes a lot back to Mars, that Mars energy I was talking about in the very beginning. I think there are like some adjustments that need to be made. We're seeing this all across the collective. There's been a couple readings that have come through this way as well. Like, stop making things so hard on yourself, because as much as you are doing the not right thing, but like the thing that is bringing in this stability that you're looking for, at the same time, excuse me, that's annoying. At the same time, like, there still are some things that you're missing, right? Like, and I think it's just anytime we get something fixed in our head, earth energy can be very rigid, not in a bad way, no shade by saying that, but just, you know, I mean, I think we can all do it, right? Like, we fixate on a point. If I just do it this way, it's going to work, right? And then we'll do it over and over and over again, even if it's not working. And not that I don't see things, I see things working for you, but it goes back to that part of just being really, I'm hearing like emotionally exhausted and physically drained. Something has taken a lot of your time and of your energy. And like I said, it feels like it's a good thing. It feels like you're setting the stage for what is to come, but also you're kind of not resonating or vibing with the people, situations that are in your environment. You're seeing things on a completely different level with this Page of Cups. Like, just people who maybe like don't get it, or kind of half-assing it, or I don't know, making things difficult for you. It looks like the more you refine yourself, because masculine energy is about being refined and being on point and having your shit all buttoned up, right? And I feel like you're definitely operating out of that. It's giving you a new perspective, 100%, a new perspective around people and situations around you, and really shedding a lot of light on like who and what is being defensive, right? Who and what are putting up unnecessary boundaries, or just being kind of difficult, or not giving you credit where credit is due. You know, I sometimes I like the Page of Cups, but sometimes I look at it as like these half-ass attempts, right? Trying to make it look something more than what it actually is. You know, it's all the right words. It's making something seem a way it's not, essentially. And I feel like it's important for you to have this level of awareness right now, because it's helping you really cultivate how you're moving things forward and how this stability is going to look for you, regardless of what it is: home, family, money, friends, community, however that stability is faring out for you. Oops. Oh, well, that's meant to be. And it's important. It's important because, I don't know, like, you're just finding some resistance. You're finding resistance. You're finding conflict in the household or around you with someone, something that, like, you were really hoping was on the same page as you. Maybe you are dealing with a masculine energy or someone who very much is in their masculine. And that can be, like I said, it can be a little rigid. It can be kind of stubborn. It can be actually kind of rude as well when it's in its lower vibration. Like, I don't really care. I'm doing my own thing. Yeah, that sounds great, but not really having the follow through, right? And, you know, on some level, this person's situation doesn't really feel like they're doing that, but they actually are, or that's how it's coming across. They might even be contributing on some level, but something about it, like I said, feels a little bit off balance. It might be the way that they're communicating. They have a lot of like fire energy. They have this really unfulfilling water energy and then a lot of fire behind it. Maybe holding on to some pent up anger, aggression, you know, like just kind of holding on to old conflicts is what I'm hearing. But you know, that's also congruent with the astrology, how the astrology is playing out, all that fire energy. And like, here's the thing, I don't think you need this person specifically for your own empowerment or what you're growing and building. I feel like it's something that's happening in your life, but it's not the main focal point because you're at this place where it's like not worth it to invest in anymore, right? Like, I don't want to fight anymore, or maybe you are, maybe there's just a lot of bickering, maybe there's a lot of difference of opinion. It feels a little petty, I'm not going to lie, Virgo, and no shade to whoever this is. But it definitely feels like, I don't know. Maybe it is just, yeah, okay. This is some big learning lessons right now, Virgo. The devil. So when the devil is like what's connecting a relationship or a dynamic, it basically means it's something that's pulling out the toxicity. It's highlighting all the disconnects. It's highlighting the places where if you didn't see or understand or know, you could not necessarily level up into this Empress energy. You know, maybe you have the Empress down pat. Maybe it's way easier to be in your, you know, feminine, maternal, whatever type vibe. But at the same time, needing to be a little bit more structured, I feel like is appropriate this week. Because of how things are playing out. You've gotten something that you want, but it's come with a lot of strings attached. As I'm saying this like sage is going wild. It's like all blowing in my face. So why I'm pointing that out, cleansing, right? Like cleansing your energy, cleansing some of the dynamic of this relationship. Maybe this is a partner or someone that you have to work with, whatever this is that you're building and growing. And in order to work it well, it's going to make it way easier if we stop fighting, right? That goes without saying. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Obviously, like I said, this person looks like they're stressed, they have a lot going on, or they're just feeling like a little bit salty about whatever it is for them. Not specifically anything to do with you, but again, that's kind of where I'm hearing that exhaustion. So you're getting what practice. I love that. The cards never lie. Practice over and over again, you know. And sometimes I feel like we miss out on this understanding of life. Like sometimes things can just be readjusted, right? And that's part of the energy too. If people are willing to work with us, well, maybe give it a go. You know, if the same thing keeps happening over and over again, that's another story. This can be a little bit sticky. This can be a little bit dicey, Virgo, because of that devil energy, the way communication happens. Maybe taking a step back and just kind of observing the dynamic or observing how things are playing out, how you're getting to this point of conflict and frustration, and how you can kind of make some refinements, make some improvements, and be a little bit better or stronger or, you know, more put together. And like I said in the very beginning, full circle, this is coming around, right? Like you are actually moving into, you know, I mean, this just feels really stable. It feels like a balance of masculine and feminine, or really structuring your life in a way where it is going to be beneficial for you, right? But again, there are some things that need to be readdressed, and different choices that need to be made. That's actually going to like switch the trajectory hugely, right? Those tiny key pieces of information that we sometimes miss out on because we're so in the grunt and grind. Again, when you kind of take that step back and observe what is actually happening, how you're getting there, it's going to feel way more freeing, because it does feel a little bit stuck, but there's also movement and there's good things happening. It's just hard because the negative is like overshadowing the good right now. So I hope that helped. I hope this reading helped. I hope that you get some rest, relaxation, take care of yourself, Virgo. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. Excuse me. Thank you. I hope you found messages that resonated here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, sharing a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.